Hi there, this is Kate in the nest, and welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you are well. I hope that we can spend some time together. And for me, this is a story of continuing to make in my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery treasures in the nest. And it's only a week ago since I was out at Beck's workshop at the Green Door Studios, and ever since then, and before that, but ever since then, I'm just loving my stitching, my crocheting, and my journaling. So I'm going to work on my vessel number 5. I shared this on a previous video. So what have I got here in the nest? I came across it was Oppie Day, and look what I came across. This is a vintage, I'm going to call it vintage. I think it's a headpiece. I tried it on, but my head is too big. But it had these flowers in my colours, and look at this, everyone. It's got netting, which I'm going to use for my nest in my accordion journal and probably on my big slow stitch quilt. So that is a treasure beyond treasure. And look at the fabric and the stitching, just love that. But this caught my eye. These reminded me of daffodils, and look at the potential in there. So talking of flowers, I have to show you something else. This is crazy, Kate, but in honor of you, look what I'm wearing. It's my fuzzy jumper, and it's now covered with daisies. We could make these together, but I'm literally covered in flowers today. So I hope that made you smile, because Kate, who used to wear black all the time, is gradually getting colourful. So that is a perfect combination for me. All right, let's get on with it. I still have some kits from Zoe at the Green Door. This one, she tells me that she stamped this dragonfly herself. So I'm going to put that on my big vessel. I've shared with you, and I love this braiding. I have shared with you many times, for me, when I stitch, I love to just keep using things that resonate with me first and have a memory. So this fabric is, so that's different from Kate, and this is a shout out to you, Beck. This was in Beck's kit from last week, and I think I can use that. So also I've got some mohair in here, cotton. So this is my nest within the nest. Let's take that out, and I'll show you where I'm up to on my very large. Oh, I was going to do something, and I have not brought it down with me, so I will do that next time. Okay, so this is big squishy vessel number 5. I've shared with you how large it is because I want to put my slow stitch quilt pieces in here for field journals, and I'm in a hurry because I want to have most of it done and then just embellish. So where did I start? I shared the other day that I started with this blanket that had brown stripes on it. My first mission was to cover all of the bits of the brown stripes with something. So I'm just going around here. So those of you who've seen my first video will see that there's more applique and bits coming on it. One of my hearts. And what I've loved doing is the story of my straps. So this is my first vessel with straps that I can carry with. Here's my distinctive flower. Then this one is on all my pieces, I think, throughout the Journal of Stitchery. But this one, I'm going to put some ink tints on. Ink tints, that's right. and see if I can colour that. So I was going to experiment with that today with you, but that will be another day. And what's inside, so here's the straps. So you can see I've put larger pieces of fabric, and now over the top I'm going to embellish. There's a piece of my recycled accordion journal. So it's the story of where Kate is at the moment. That's the outside. See, I've got this one little bit that still needs to be covered. And inside, this just brings straight memories back. So Beck at our needlebook workshop the other day, I used part of this embroidery in my needlebook, and here's the scrap of that. Beck's kit, I think, had gingham. I've never used gingham, and suddenly I'm going crazy with it. And I came home and found that I had pink that I'd never thought to use. Here it is done here, loving that. So this is about the evolution of stories. That was a piece from the cheese factory. Here's my piece from Kansas pillowcase. So you get what I mean. But so I was going to show you, I'll get some things out and we'll start stitching. Need that. Need my pin cushion. Don't know whether we'll get to yellow, but we might. My smaller vessels, I used doilies as the centerpiece. Where is it? I tried it here. Ooh. And for me, it just did not work. Too large. So that's a work in progress. And I think I'm actually growing my garden across, like my quilts, and I'm waiting for the right pieces to join on there. So for today, you'll see probably quite a lot of that yellow. This is a piece out of a kit. Look, the wool is sticking to me. Let's get stitching. I probably can't be, oh, I'd like to use some of that. So this is why I mean these nests are amazing. Just carry them with you. And I probably said this already, but if I haven't, I have been, oh, I love that little piece. I have been enjoying some stitching time at night and staying up slightly later because the Olympics are on and my husband loves sport and watching them. So I've probably done a little bit more than usual, and in the daytime I've been working on my journals. So let's just start somewhere and have a chat, and then we're going to start to embellish. So I suppose here's the big vessel, cover all the brown up, and then just start to embellish and have fun. I've got some hot pink here. I've got this to join, so let's just start with some slow stitching to get us started. So I've pinned there. And Julie, I love making vessels, and I want to do a special shout out to my friend Amelia, and she has sent through some photos of her first ever, well, I don't know whether it's her first ever, but she just sent me a photo through today of her nest, and it took my breath away. So I just, and I know Pam said that Pam from Pandora's Junk Journal said that the vessel was her favourite project so far, and I just have to endorse that and say that I love making these. And with my approach, and maybe you can, we're all different, but I suppose my approach is that I'm not getting bored because every time I look, there is so much to work on and a new little area to embellish or stitch. So this is Kate. I actually saw a tablecloth out of gingham with cross stitch on it. white cream cross stitch, and it reminded me that I used to do that when I was at school and loved it. So maybe Kate's having a little bit of a return to gingham, and all as a result of seeing this material in Beck's kit. So that's what's wonderful about textiles and fabric, isn't it? Like, we just keep growing and evolving. So I'm wondering how the weather is for you, Northern Hemisphere. I think it's still pretty hot. My celebration yesterday was that I looked outside at 5 o'clock and it wasn't dark, which is the reminder that, you know, the shortest day is behind us and we're heading the other way. Okay, where am I up to? I'm going down here. And in my style, I love that there's all those layers. If you are different in your approach, you could be binding these, blanket stitching, all sorts of ways to make it yours. I think that's what I've seen. I just admire the intricate piecing that so many of us are doing on their field notes, on their vessels, needlebooks, etc. Extraordinary work. So I've come up there, I've got this little lace bit here, and because it's a strap, I don't know whether it's inner or outer, but let's see. I'll leave that loose. Oh, no, we will leave it loose. Let's just pop over here. This is the beauty of it. You don't have to worry what's coming out on the other side, and it just adds interest and embellishment. So up there, that's the doll's quilt from San Diego. Okay, now here's going to be fun. I want to do some big flowers. This blanket is so soft to stitch on. The needle just goes through so easily. This is a new, well, it's not new. It's a skein of wool I've had to open because I hope I haven't, but I may have used up my favorite variegated pink. Could that be true? This one isn't as variegated. I'll show you it. It's more like all pink, all dark pink, and all pale. So this piece is all hot pink, if you know what I mean, whereas my other threads would have been changing by now. So I do want to again say thank you for watching and welcome to my new subbies. And it's just continues to be a total joy to share this. Someone said, how did you start on YouTube? And I started on YouTube because I was encouraged to share my making, and that's what I'm doing. And every time I see a view, I feel very thankful. I don't take it for granted at all. I saw a friend this morning for an early coffee, and we haven't seen each other since last year, I think it was. And she doesn't live here. And she said, you know, Kate, what are you up to? And I said, look, I'm just doing lots of creative things. And she said, you so deserve it after working so hard. And I said, you know, it's taken a long time to just, you know, realize that this is what you can do. It's a totally wonderful way to be in a community. I'm talking about the stitching and the making. It's just so much fun. Shall I stand up and just check? Yeah, hopefully you can see that. And because I like things in threes, of course, let's go up here a little. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. I'll disguise it because that can become a little bit of blanket stitch on the way down. I just wanted to have a little bit of a leap up to this area because we'll do a flower to join these two pieces together. I like to link them. Oops. Quite a number of you have commented that these colours are colours of joy and joyful colours. So I'm just going to steal that and say, this is, you know, this is joy. This is stitching with joy for joy. And if the colours make us happy and smile, that is worth everything. Okay, so let us. So that's come out there, and you might think, oh, that looks messy. Kate goes, okay, let's follow this diamond up here and then down over here, and we're going to make another petal of this flower. So sometimes it goes all the way through and sometimes it doesn't, and with this style that's not a problem. Get running out of cotton, so that will just be the last petal. Come through here right in the center. If I had more I'd make a French knot, but I don't, so let's just anchor in there. Pull that out and chop it off. Okay, so there we go. So just embellishing layer upon layer. Let's have, I don't know where we're going to go next, but let's just have a look in this kit and see what we can find. This is the joy, crunkle, crunkle. This beautiful piece of felt there with some needles on it. I'll put that to the side. Don't need that. What I'm determined to put this on today, and I would like to use this tiny little yo-yo. I would like to use some braid. And what else? Are they daffodils? Maybe that's, oh, goodness me, they are daffodils. Accordion journal. Beautiful. I could harvest that, but that could be a page. In fact, that could be a page in my field note journal series. This is very, oh, beautiful. Look at that. just so well washed and worn and perfect. Let's look at that. And blanket, oh, I love that. This one doesn't have brown stripes, so precious. Thank you. Thank you, Zoe. Isn't it? I'm new to buying kits. I've bought Zoe's kits and I've bought Beck's kits. That's the only kits I bought, but I have loved now. Okay, it's been chatting away so much that where did I put my needle? Oh, here it is. I'm gradually getting better. Okay, so what are we going to do? We can find a home for the dragonfly, the yo-yo, and a bit of braid. I haven't used braid much before. Is there a spot? That's a handle. So I think, now, look, where have I put the needle now? Oh, there it is. What I was going to say, the challenge, I'll hold the needle so I don't lose it, is that there is so much scope for bits that, I'm really spoilt for choice in where I put things. And I think when it's beside me with the quilts in it, I don't know whether it will probably be open a lot like this. So I can see that texture. So that was the lead up to where will I put this precious butterfly, a dragonfly that's going to remind me of Zoe. I'm thinking, no, not prominent enough. There's just what we did. Could it live there? Or should it be near a flower? But see, I'm not sure, and it's too precious to waste time putting it in the wrong spot. So I'm just going to put that to the side and see what else pops out. So let's go back to braid. I had that in my head. I'll use that somewhere else. I've got some little bits of crochet trim, another little bit of gingham, braid. While I'm thinking about that, I will thread up with some more pink. I've actually been using quite a lot of blue on this one as well. And again, that's just adds interest and stops you getting bored. I probably use bored a lot, but I suppose it's really, I don't get bored. It's more that I'm always dreaming of the next thing, and this sort of project lets me move quickly from one thing to another. Okay. We're going to commit. I think we're going to put some braid. Oh, I'd like the crochet up there as well. Nope. Let's put some braid. So this is a first. Okay. I don't want to use it all. And I don't know which side is the right side actually, but let's just do this. And so it's just going to be a little pop of interest. And I've decided to put it on this side. So I've got that, that, and that. Okay. And I don't cover that star. All right, here we go. Love that that's fraying already. Just go in behind. Anchor it down. I'm just heading up the middle, hooking my way as I go, accidentally. So, as I started to say, I was going to share with you an experiment to turn that flower a different colour. I mean, it depends whether you want to see more of this vessel, whether you're sick of it, and I'll just go on with my field notes. But I hope you can hear my voice that this is my happy place. Okay, there we go. So that's just that little bit of, oh, I like that. Glistens. Let's go over to the back. And plenty of room for opportunity here, because look at that. It needs something special. So let's go. Let's just go with some flowers there to join this garden. So did I do those with you? No, because that's my variegated thread coming through. This is the pillowcase from Kansas, and this was the material I used in my first vessel, first ever, and it's also the one that I used on this pin cushion. I am going to be showing, let's make some fun pin cushions together. Slow stitched ones, and then I'll do some crochet ones as well at some point. Okay, so here we are. Truly, this sort of style frees you up so much. And I just hope that it encourages you, if you're going to try one, be you, collect your favourite things, and just see what comes out. So these, I play games with myself and think that that was like a lucky dip. I just put my hands in there. Here was this little bit of crochet, and I thought, okay. But I do always have a theme in my head, so you know me. This is a garden, flower to flower, and I'm just using the holes to make it a bit 3D, and I need to travel up to the other one. Up here, come up there, through here, and let's go around the flower. I was thinking about the yo-yo then and didn't look where I was going, but see, it doesn't matter. All the stitching just becomes part of the texture, and no one gets a magnifying glass out and says, Kate, you didn't do that. Let's make a French knot for fun. Probably won't show out as much, but here we go. 1, 2, 3, and down. Yeah. Disappearing into the abyss, but we'll do 3. 1, 2, 3 in there. One more. So even if we can't see them, we know that we did them, and that was fun practice. over the other side. Where are we? Just in the middle of the strap. So let's make this a little row of crosses, cross stitches over there. Do another one there. I'm just going to come across that. I've lost my mojo. Oh, there's the cross. Let's just forget that I was going to do crosses because you're not going to see them in the midst of that. Let's finish up here. And I probably need to stop, but I was going to say to myself, if I still have that yo-yo, I'll pop it on. But I don't. Oh, I do. Okay, let's go quick. My husband has to leave for work and I want to be out there wishing him well. Okay, this is the outside. There's a daisy on this side. Here, look at that. So I'm going to sit back down, Kate. This don't need to go that close. But this is, you know, let's play serendipity. I happen to be out here. Here's this yo-yo in the middle of the star. And I'm just going to work on putting it through a lot of layers. What's on there? Oh, bit of a fight. But there she is. See, when you try and hurry, I'm laughing because I used to send some emails and just write on them, Kate, in haste. And that's, sorry, that probably went off there, but I was just anchoring it. So there you are. I hope you've shared my joy and happiness. Little pieces everywhere. Yo-yo, some crochet bits, a little bit of gingham, some stitching somewhere else here. Just keep having fun. Enjoy your nesting, enjoy your stitchery, and most of all, I just wish you health and happiness. Until next time, sending blessings. This is Kate. Bye.